Good morning, students. Today we will deal with the topic reactivity series. So let's start. Reactivity series, I told you in the previous video also, is the arrangement of metals in a column in order to decreasing order of their reactivity. This is the reactivity series of metals in which potassium is present at its top position, then sodium, barium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, chromium, iron, cadmium, cobalt, nickel, tin, lead, and then hydrogen. Below hydrogen, we have copper, mercury, silver, gold, and platinum. This is the reactivity series. Those metals which are present above hydrogen, they have the capacity to displace hydrogen because they are more reactive than hydrogen. While those which are present like copper, mercury, gold, silver and platinum, they are below hydrogen, so they are less reactive than hydrogen. They cannot displace hydrogen. Students, why some metals are more reactive while some are less reactive? The difference in their reactivity is because metal have tendency to lose electron and to form positive ion. So when metals react with other elements, it loses electron, and those metals which have tendency to lose electron rapidly very fast, they are more reactive, while those which loses electron slowly, they are less reactive. Now we will discuss the reaction of metal with other salt solution. We already noticed that some metals are more reactive while some are less reactive. So that when metals, highly reactive metals, react with less reactive metal solution, then highly reactive metal displaces the less reactive metal from its solution. And this reaction is called displacement reaction. For example, when zinc metal react with copper sulfate solution, zinc is more reactive than copper, so that zinc displaces copper and form its own salt, that is zinc sulfate. Similarly, if iron metal dipped in the solution of copper sulfate, then due to the more reactivity of iron, iron displaces copper from its solution and to form ferrous sulfate. If copper react with the silver nitrate solution, in the reactivity series, we know that below hydrogen it is present copper, then mercury, then silver. So copper is more reactive than silver. If copper metal react with the solution of silver nitrate, it displaces silver and to form copper nitrate. Thus we can see that highly reactive metal displaces less reactive metal from its solution. Now the next reaction of metal is reaction of metal with hydrogen. Most of the metals do not react with hydrogen. Only few metals, they are potassium, sodium, calcium and magnesium. They can react with hydrogen and to form their respective metal hydride. For example, sodium, which is highly reactive, when it reacts with hydrogen to form sodium hydride. Similarly, calcium react with hydrogen to form calcium hydride. Why most of the metal do not react with hydrogen? Because metals have tendency to lose electrons and to form positive ions, and these positive ions are accepted by the other elements to which it combined. In case of hydrogen, when metals react with hydrogen, metals loses electron, but hydrogen have same tendency to lose electron. It does not accept electron from the metals. Only these metals, potassium, sodium, calcium and magnesium, force the hydrogen to accept the electron loses by them, and so that they react with hydrogen to form their metal hydride. Next reaction we have reaction of metal with chlorine. Metal react with chlorine to form metal chloride, and these metal chlorides are ionic chloride. Ionic chloride means ionic compounds are those compounds which formed when the positive and negatively charged particles combine together. With the help of example, we can understand when sodium metal react with chlorine to form sodium chloride. This sodium chloride is ionic chloride. Why this is ionic chloride? When sodium metal react with chlorine, sodium loses electrons. When it loses electrons, these electrons are accepted by the chlorine. And when sodium loses electron, it becomes positively charged, and chlorine accepted their electron, so it becomes negatively charged. And when these positively charged sodium and negatively charged chlorine combine to form ionic chloride. Other example we have calcium react with chlorine to form calcium chloride. This calcium chloride is also an ionic chloride. Similarly, magnesium react with chlorine to form magnesium chloride, which is an ionic chloride. So children, these are the chemical properties of metals. Now in the next video, we will discuss the chemical properties of non-metals. Thank you.